Welcome to the Transfer Exchange Show. We are live and it is the Euro 2024 prediction show. I can almost smell it. I can smell the Brockforce and the haggis in the air.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the disappointment of England losing in the quarterfinals again.
We ain't got it yet. Let's at least pretend. Let's at least pretend, people. But we've got people watching already. You're here. I want you joining into the comment section to let us know what your predictions are. You're going to be answering every single question along with us as well. As I said, I can smell it around the corner. Germany versus Scotland. I feel like it's going to be an upset, but there's probably not going to be. It's going to be the favourites that win it. But you always hope. There's always that hope that there's going to be an upset in the first game. Or there's going to be goals galore. It ends up 1-0 and it's the favourites that win it. I'm joined by Garth to help me out through this. How you doing, Garth?
Yeah, good. Thanks, mate. You're right. Do you know what? Wasn't super hyped about it, but all of a sudden, as it's tomorrow, it's like, yeah. And man don't work either.
We say
man don't work.
We say the intro. You say the intro.
It does. It hyped me up, bruv. It did. And man don't work. So I've got 3 games a day, people. Like, don't be jealous. Man's got 3 games a day. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I've got 3 games a day because I don't give a shit what work says. Sorry, I swore. But I really don't care.
We're past the first minute. So we're right there, brother.
So we're in there. We're in there. So make sure if you are watching on Twitter, you're going to press that subscribe, that like button and that share button to get everyone else involved because there's more people, the better. Yeah, get into the comment section if you are watching on YouTube. Get into the comment section. Let us know what you think. We're going to have our regulars in there joining as well. All right, we've got plenty of questions coming your way, Garth. It's more opinions than questions. It's more opinions than questions. As we know, the group stages it goes to the last 32, and then there's 4 best losers. So straight off the bat, people are automatically thinking, well, top 3 from each group. No, it doesn't work like that. You could have 4 from each one group. And 2 from the rest. Like it's good. It's different. I want to hear people's dark horses. I want to hear people's players to watch. Top goal scorer. How will England do? How will Germany do? How will Scotland do? It's the first time they've been in the tournament for a long while. Scotland's the kind of team that you just want to do well. I like their fans. I like the energy. Whoa. What is that?
Don't be talking for me. Don't be talking for me like that, mate.
I don't want them to win it. I don't want them to win it. But they're a good bunch. They're a good bunch.
Immediately go on. 0 points, 0 goals.
I forgot. He's wearing the red of the Welsh. That's what it is. That's why he's got his Welsh hat on. He's got his Welsh hat on. All right. Let's go. All right, there's plenty to discuss. But first of all, Garth. Who do you? Let's start with the Germany versus Scotland game. I'm saying I'm hoping it could be interesting. That's all I want really. But Germany towards the end of the campaign, well, towards the as we're nearing to the European Championships, they started to pick up on form. Under Hansi Flick, it just wasn't working. But they changed their manager. It looked a bit sticky at first, but as they're drawing close to the tournament, you're starting to see them click together. How far do you think Germany can go in this tournament?
Oh, I mean, they can go all the way. Like, I'm not saying that they will. They're not my pick to win it. We'll get into that later. But they can go all the way, definitely. They've got a reasonably strong squad, if you ask me. It's not the strongest German team I've ever seen, but it's reasonably strong, you know what I mean? They get the right... If they start flying straight away, you could see them picking up a nice amount of steam. Germany... You know what I mean? They're killers in the cups as well. Like they go far. So whatever, I think they're going far. Semi-finals, possibly finals. I will quickly say on the Germany-Scotland game, I'm like you, mate. I've got this sneaking suspicion it's going to be a banging game tomorrow. Like a banging game. Yeah. I think Scotland may pull something out there. I really don't.
Do you think Scotland are going to go for it?
I hope so, because that's the only chance they've got. And I don't want to there's no point trying to play Germany in Germany. Defending all game and then come away with a 1-0 defeat. You've got 3 games. You know, I mean, who else they got there? Hungary and Switzerland. Actually, they could go. Oh, do you know what? Maybe not. Maybe you do just take the beating from Germany. I'm completely changing my mind here, and then get your 2 wins against Hungary and Switzerland, and get yourself through the group. But I would like to see them attack Germany and go for it. It's their first time. When was the last time they were in a competition? Scotland.
Oh,
it can't be 98.
No, it weren't. It weren't. They did.
No.
They were in one a few years ago.
Right, but still, they're not there that often. So they
No.
should give their fans something. They should give us something. They should.
Time they were in it. Was it like 98? No, 2002. We just don't know.
Whenever. But no, I'd like to see him go for it. I'd like to see him give Germany a game. But it's Germany. Recent Germany. I know the manager's is it Nagelsmann now? Is that right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Young gaffer with good ideas. Yeah, in theory, in reality, it's going to be a standard Germany win. I just want to see. It sets a tone for a tournament. I hate that you sit through the opening ceremony and then you get a boring 1-0 win like what you're talking about. You know, because Germany will love it, but I want a 3-2 tomorrow. That's what I want. I want a 3-2.
Yeah.
I mean, Germany last minute winner. That's what I want tomorrow. You know what I mean? And just for Steve, if he's watching, Kai Havertz with a salmon-like leap and a header to win the game for Germany. There you go, Steve.
You know, Steve, he's cheering that. He's cheering that already. He's cheering that. Scotland, since they've got Steve Clarke in as manager, they it feels like they're getting somewhere. It feels like they've got some direction, some stability. I mean, it's not far off the same players that were there before, but he's got them ticking, and they're in this competition. It's progression like this, which then builds the next generation of Scottish players to then being in these tournaments as a regular, not necessarily winning it and getting to late stages, but being in these tournaments like teams like Austria, like teams like Denmark, that are in the tournaments regularly, it builds that level of player up as you go along, surely.
Yeah. It's weird with Scotland recently. Like, they're playing much better football, definitely. Like, they like better, but their results aren't spectacular. But they are. I'm just going through it now. Looking at their qualification, what they've done better this time is beating the teams they had to beat, like the Georgias. You know what I mean? That was often a slip up, especially for like teams like Scotland and Wales, Northern Ireland, and getting the cheeky win away at Norway 2-1. You know what I mean? Getting the home win against Spain. But then they've still got these results in there, like the 4-1 against France, 2-2 with Georgia, you know what I mean? 3-3 with 4-0 to Holland, lost to Northern Ireland, only beat Gibraltar by 2 goals, and then drew with Finland. So, yeah, they're up and down. I think Clark's got them kicking by the looks of things. They made the competition. Like, you can't grumble. And I look at Scotland Scotland are better than Wales at football, but when you are a small nation, you can't expect too much. And I don't want to be like, it's just nice to be there. But it is just nice to be there. You know what I mean? Like, you want the wins as well, and you don't want to get trounced. But you want to be there. You want to be part of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, now fair play to them. And they've got some, is it Lewis Ferguson, the centre midfielder? Is that his name? The one out in, where's he playing? Was it Italy he's playing in? Like, he's quite a good player. Is he out? Because he might have been injured. But yeah, good little player he is, mate, from what I understand. So,
it's Bologna, is that?
Bologna, there you go. Yeah, I thought it was Italy.
Bologna. See, Scotland have in recent years, it's quite under the radar. They do have a fair few players that end up going abroad, but whether it's injury or it just hasn't worked out, they seem to come back and sort of just blend in with the rest. You know what I mean? We had Aaron Hickey who went to Italy. I can't remember the other youngster. I think he was at Dundee. If there's any Scotland fans out there, you can give me a slap and sort of wake me up on that one. But I'm sure he played for Dundee and he I can't remember what country he went to, but it didn't quite work out. These sorts of tournaments could potentially get some of these Scotland players in the eye of managers and make them moves. So then, again, more progression, playing in better leagues, better competitions.
Yeah, well, Aaron Hickey, I mean, he's got a big reputation. I can't lie, I haven't seen loads of him. Obviously, Brentford did they pay quite a bit of money for him this year? But anyway, good player. I'm just looking at his team. Do you know what? That's not a bad squad. John McGinn, Billy Gilmore, Lewis Ferguson, Hickey, like you said. Oh, that strike force has just fallen down though, ain't it?
Yeah, do you know what? I was going to go to the strike force. I was going to ask you about the strike force. The fact that the top goal scorer is Scott McTominay, so you fully expect him to be in that AM centre rather than the DM that he plays for most of his time at Man United. But it's the forward line that seriously is a worry. Che Adams works hard, strong, a bit of a bully on his day, but his finishing is not good. Landon Dykes, again, he took a QPR. It's not the level that's gonna really pull up trees. And there's no, and the fact that they've got a Ryan Christian as a striker, there's no one in there. There's no youngster in there that sort of could could sort of make the difference. Be one of them players that's like plays with no fear.
Yeah, that's like I didn't realize. I'm just looking at these strike forces now. I'm like, oh, wow, oh my, like that. What was his name? Sorry, the Shankland. I'm just like, this fella's like, wow, yeah, Dundee, Beershot, Heart of Midlothian, Ayr United.
Heart of Midlothian. Wow.
Listen, you never know when you've international football. One of these boys may just bag a hat trick on the first game. You know what I mean? Become thing, but in reality, when you're biggest name striker is Che Adams, you're in trouble in that forward situation. And I think you're right. There's no standout young player there's no standout player in that team. Let's be fair. I'm not being harsh. There's no standout player. Lewis Ferguson, for me, is their standout player. And he's a battling centre midfielder. So that tells you everything you need to know. You know what I mean? Like, battling's the right put. He's got a nice pass on him as well. But yeah. Scott McTominay, you know what I mean? Like, that's your star player in that team. And yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that.
No, that definitely is worry. But in and amongst the squad, I know you say there's not much to pick from, but that's the only choice they have. Who would you say could be a key player for Scotland?
Oh yeah, that Lewis Ferguson, Scott McTominay. Listen, I'm not as big a Scott McTominay fan, but he works hard. And that isn't as derogatory as it sounds. Like, you need that, especially in competitions. And if you're a team like Scotland, you need workhorses. All of their workhorses, mate, basically John McGinn, Scott McTominay, Lewis Ferguson, Billy Gilmore. If you can get those four, even though they're all centre midfielders, ain't they? So yeah, you're going to have Scott McTominay playing either centre back or in the centre. McGinn, Lewis Ferguson. Yeah, if you can get them working, if you can figure out how to get those four working for you, I think they'll be all right. Especially considering they're up against Hungary and Switzerland as their next two games. Like, that's where they've got to be looking at them two games, Hungary and Switzerland, and that's 6 points. That's 6 points. Positive mental attitude, go into it. And listen, they're not easy games for any team, let alone Scotland. They're not easy games. Switzerland on their day can always just get you a 1-1 boring draw, 1-1, 1-1, you know what I mean? And then Hungary, unknown quantity. You don't want to go into them taking them lightly. But yeah, Scotland should look to be getting out of that group now, seeing it properly, thinking about it. They should definitely look to be getting out of that group.
All right, and let's have a little look at the German squad. I mean, it's a solid squad. Man United back in the squad after a long-term injury. It's ter Stegen. You've got ter Stegen as your second goalkeeper. It says a lot about the level that you have in this team. Wildemir Anton, Benjamin Henkries, Kimmich, Robert. I don't want to get shadow banned from YouTube, so I won't be mentioning
Robert
his
Coach.
name. Former Leeds defender, Robin Coach.
Sorry, Robin.
I'm going to call him
Coach. Yeah, Robin
Coach. Rudiger, he's one of my favourite defenders. And then you've got people like that Stockelback, who's a very sort of modern defender. Jonathan Tah, one of those players who had a lot of hype when he was younger. It seems to have faded quite a bit. So the defence is okay. I mean, when you've got the likes of Rudiger and Kimmich in there, I mean, it don't really matter.
To be fair, I think Tah's one of the players to watch out for me. In like, because 27, I reckon, not in this tournament, but I reckon look out for him this year, moving somewhere and proving the player that he is. If you know, like, because I've always thought he could be a good player. The other one there, David Raum. The
fullback,
underrated fullback in Europe, but like very underrated, very good player, very left back, I believe.
Man City were looking at him before they got Vardiol, and where was he at previously? I can't really remember where he was at.
German team. I thought Man United should have signed him. I didn't realise Man City were looking at him. You know, last year when we were talking about, but that was one of the players I was like, that'd be a good outside. You know what I mean? Just bring him in. 20-25 mil, but if Man City are looking at him, that's 45 mil now, 50 mil. So.
Pascal Gross, a player who, being used, stuck in our team of the season, which was a surprise to some people. Gundogan, Barcelona, Cruz, surely his finals tournament. Jamal Mulasa is a player.
Unbelievable.
We'll get to ones to watch in a bit. Emre Can still doing his thing. Leroy Sané, again, and one of my favourite wingers. Florian Wirtz, another player who's, I think this could be a tournament where he sort of shows what he's about. There's been a lot of talk about him over the last 3 or 4 years. Yes, he's still very young. It's crazy that we're saying 3 or 4 years, but it is that because we've been looking at him since he was in a Golden Ball nomination. So, and there's been a lot of clubs sniffing around him. Man City being one of them, Real Madrid another one as well. So there's a few youngsters in this squad that could make a name for themselves in this tournament. And then it's obviously the forward line. You got Kai Havertz in there, Thomas Muller, Fulkrug, another big sort of lump of a striker. And I don't know much about these other two at all.
Oh, the Dennis and Dav is decent, bruv. Dennis and Dav is decent. Like, again, he's not anything super special, but again, a player that people should look out for in the summer. Did he move this summer, though? Let me just check. But yeah, he's not fantastic or anything, but like that's a striker I could see working in the Premier League if he's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, 27. Yeah, he's on loan from Brighton. That's why I know him. He's on loan from Brighton. Yeah, okay. That's it. But he ain't done well in the Premier League. But Stuttgart this season, 30 games, 18 goals.
Yes,
so
that's good. That's good.
He's all right. He's all right.
And of that German team, who would you say is a player these people should be keeping out for?
Obviously, Florian Wirtz. I mean, that's the easy one, Florian Wirtz. Of anything else there, yeah, Florian Wirtz for me. And I'm just going to say this now because I'm a Thomas Muller fan. If anyone don't rate Thomas Muller, we've got problems. We've got problems because I'm having arguments every day about Thomas Muller, one of the greatest to ever do it, for some of the sickest stats you've ever seen. I'm not having it no longer.
It's fair. It's a fair shout. He's a player. I think he's very underrated.
One of the most underrated of all time, bro.
Yeah. Do you know what? We had this conversation, and when you asked me, does Thomas Muller get in the conversation of greatest of all time? I was like, I don't know. I don't think he does. And he was like, well, he does. And I was like, go on then. And you realise these stats. I was like, no, do you know what? Fair play to you. He 100% does. He 100% does. And I'll slap myself for that because, like the stats
like
are
260 goals, 270 assists in like 700 games. These crazy stats. I know he made a Bayern Munich. I get it, but still. You've got to do the job, you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, exactly. I fully agree. Now, the big one. There's a lot happening with England. Jack Grealish didn't get into the team. We don't necessarily know who this midfield's going to be. So the first question I'm going to ask you is, which may potentially answer a lot of the questions. Who starts on the left for you for England?
Anthony Gordon. I'm playing Foden in the centre.
What?
I'm playing.
Wait. Slow down.
I'm playing Rice, Bellingham, and Foden in the centre. So I'm putting Gordon out on the left, bro.
Rice, Bellingham, and Foden in the centre. Yeah. I mean, I can't complain about that because that is the team. I would
What's
go for myself.
Gonna happen isn't that though? That's not gonna happen.
I'm going to ask you first of all, why do you think that Gareth Southgate and a lot, to be fair, a lot of pundits are not putting those central three players together?
Because they know Gareth Southgate. They know Gareth Southgate. Like, and that's what it comes down to. He's not going to play Declan Rice on his own, single pivot. Because Bellingham, listen, you're playing Bellingham and Foden. Neither of them are doing loads of defensive work for you. You know, if you break through that line, which would be like almost a four-man line behind the striker of Bellingham, Foden, and the two wingers, and you've just got, you know, I respect Declan Rice, absolute bowler. But there's a lot of people don't think he can do it on his own. And does Bellingham and Foden have the discipline to? I think Bellingham might, but people don't trust it. Do they have the discipline to sit there with him and
Bellingham
not
started as an 8?
I know.
How is it that he's not got the discipline? It goes to Real Madrid, they put him as a 10. All of a sudden,
because he can't play 8. Yeah, because of that, exactly. Because the last year, all people seen him do is play as more of an advanced midfielder, and now he can't do it. So, yeah. Also, we know Southgate is so pragmatic. I think it's going to be Trent Alexander-Arnold and Rice in the centre.
Okay.
With Bellingham in front of that, Foden out on the left is what I think it's going to be.
The other one I've seen a lot of, a player who's doing excellently well right now. A lot of talk about Kobbie Mainoo. Why do you think people, as I said, a lot of pundits have put him as a starter? Why do you think they've put Kobbie Mainoo as a starter next to Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham as the 10? It seems to be the general consensus from a lot of the people.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I'm surprised at that. I mean, that's the hype train of Kobbie Mainoo. That is, and that's for me. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I don't want this kid ruined. I don't like. We saw it after the Iceland game. Like Kobe Mainoo is a 30-minute impact sub for me when, or we've won the first 2 games. He plays in the 3rd game. Like he's a good baller, 100% quality baller. But no. Yeah, I'm having. If we're playing the 2 more defensive players in that back in the 2, yeah, I'm putting Trent there. You bring with Trent, you bring the passing, you bring the set pieces, which people really don't think about how important set pieces are in international competitions. They are very important. Like they are, you need a good free kick taker and a good corner taker in that team. So yeah, I'm surprised that a lot of that's the hype train. Do you know what it might happen? I wouldn't personally. I don't know. It doesn't work for me, that one, as well as Trent or the 3 that I want to see of Rice, Bellingham, and Foden.
Do you think that, well, there's Trent's name? I mean, it appears here and there. He's one of the best right backs in the world. Maybe not for his defensive side, but on the ball, I don't think there's a better one. He's one of the best passers of the ball, one of the best set piece takers. Like, do you think that people just easily dismissing his defensive side, and especially in a central midfield where you've got the likes of Rice, where you've got Bellingham that can also work in that position as well, that you don't necessarily need an out-and-out 6?
No. This is funny. Other conversation I've been having today with a lot of people. The traditional 6 that people think of, the destroyer, the ball-winning midfielder, it's it's evaporating from the game. People are playing more Declan Rices, the Rodris, the Kobe, like the Trent, so it ain't like that anymore. Like, I don't think in the modern game you need specifically to have a destroyer there. You're like, if you've got a prime Casemiro who can do both jobs, fantastic. I mean, like, and I don't mean this season's Casemiro, but like Real Madrid Casemiro, like, then it's fantastic. But onto your actual question about Trent, people have dug out his defensive ability for too long. It's silly. He doesn't survive at the top of the game like this as a fullback for this long, being this rubbish as a defender. He's not the best defender of all time. No, and I think it might be a bit of a concentration issue, but I also think people need to forget that what he does for the team is often like, where was Trent? Well, he was just up there giving the corner that no one got their head on, and now he's having to run all the way back. Like, he's a little bit tired. Like, and people do not give any credit for that. Like, so no, listen, he's not the best defender in the world, but especially in centre midfield, I don't think that matters. You know what I mean? He's not going to be getting too many of those one-on-one, like, facing a man, decisions like, do I turn? Do I go for it? Like, that ain't going to be the same as playing fullback for him. So, yeah, no, I don't see any issue with him playing as the second 6 in this team. I really don't personally. Where are you standing on that? Like, do you see him working there for England?
I think it would. Like I said, I would like to see a midfield of Rice, Bellingham, and Foden, but I don't feel like we're going to see that, as you said yourself. Okay. But the alternative of Trent Alexander-Arnold sitting in the 6 next to Rice, Bellingham up top, and then it will be Foden on the left, I think would be excellent as well. Trent is phenomenal on the ball. I think he's harshly over-criticised for his defensive play. To say he's not there for that is disingenuous. It's not true. He is there to defend as well. But he's there in that position because of how good he is at going forward. And he's been that for how many years? Since he was about 19. He's been that guy who just bombs up and down the wing and gets those crosses in. Like, dead ball, on the ball, moving. It don't matter. This boy will find you in the box where it's needed. And players like Harry Kane, Foden, Saka, they're going to need people like Trent to pick and pass that and find that ball. And it's something that I don't think Kobe Mainoo can do on a consistent level.
No.
So, yeah. Do I think Kobe Mainoo is ready to start for England? Yes, but not in a major tournament like this. I would take him, but I would only be taking Kobe Mainoo because there's no under-21 tournament this year. So I'm taking him for the experience. But the chances are he ain't playing because I think there's better players in the position that should be playing ahead of him.
Yeah. I think they're just saying he hasn't got the long pass on him. He definitely doesn't have like the vision to pick out those great passes like Trent. He's a different player, like in the sense that he's very press resistant and he's very good with like tight spaces
Dribbling.
and stuff.
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
Like so, there's that. But that's what I'm saying. Does he have the discipline to do that job? Exactly what you're saying. I don't think he's quite ready yet. He's a great player. He's gonna be a great player, but to be shouldering the responsibility of playing that role like 75 minutes every game for England, not for me yet. Not for me yet.
Do you think that's why Southgate is potentially using him in that 8 role, because he is press resistant, because he can dribble on the ball, and it's not necessarily something that Trent does do? Is dribbling around players, and Kobe Mainoo can get into those tight spaces and potentially unlock some space.
Yeah, that would be if he puts him in from the start, which I doubt very much. But if he does, that would be the exact reason. What it is that in training he's seen Kobe be able to like work himself out of tight situations with the ball at feet, to release the pass quickly out to the wings or out to Bellingham, up to, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, he's very, very good. This is the thing, people start acting, because I'm not on the absolute hype train of Kobe Mainoo, people start acting like I'm calling him rubbish. He's not. He's going to be world class. But patience, people. Patience with him. Let's not throw it all on him straight away. You know what I mean? Like, it ruins young players. But anyway, that's a different conversation. But yeah, no, that's exactly what I think here. What you said would be why you played him over a Cole Palmer, over an Adam Walton as the second centre midfielder, I think, personally, over Conor Gallagher even. That's the only reason why you'd play him over those players. Maybe not so much Walton, but Conor Gallagher, definitely.
All right, before we get to the top 2 group predictions, who do you think will be the 4 lucky losers?
All right. So, do you know what? I didn't realise, because as you said, I didn't quite realise it was like that with the. So, let's have a look. Euros group. I think definitely, because I like Hungary, but I don't know if they're going to be an unlucky loser, to be quite honest with you. Especially with Germany and Scotland. But yeah, Hungary, maybe. Oh, my phone's completely crashed, obviously.
Don't worry. I've got the Euro groups.
We're back. No, we're back. Croatia, definitely. Okay. One of Group B, Spain, Croatia, Italy. One of them is going to be a lucky loser, definitely out of Group B, because Croatia have got a decent team. Decent.
Oh, that's a solid group, though.
Yeah, you know it. Yeah. I can see Serbia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I think we're England, Denmark, so Serbia, France, Netherlands. Oh, that is a tough group, isn't it? Oh, Poland, possibly. Yeah, so if I've got to pick, I'll go, because it's France, Netherlands through there. So Poland, and then Slovakia.
All right. There's your lucky losers. Poland, Slovakia, Croatia, and Serbia.
Poland and Serbia.
All right.
Yeah.
So who have you got winning Group A?
That's definitely Germany.
Second?
Scotland.
Okay, Scotland.
Yeah.
Scotland.
Oh yeah, I was joking earlier about I don't want to win it. Well, no, I wasn't joking. I don't want them to. But that group, they should do. So yeah, second place Scotland for me.
All right, and top 2 in Group B.
I'm going to change my answer. Italy are going through as the lucky losers of that group. Spain, Croatia, top 2.
Spain, Croatia, top 2. Look, a lot of people have written off Croatia, I think, and they're saying that they've got 2 older legs. But I think Modric played a lot of games as a sub this season, so I don't think they understand how old legs work, mate. Young legs work like if you don't play, you lose it. Old legs work like I've had a rest, like I'm rejuvenated. So I think you can have a solid Modric for a good few games.
They've got a quality team. I'm sorry, Croatia got a quality team. I mean, I know we'll be brief here. I'm just going to quickly bring this up. Goalkeeper's a little bit dodged, but then you've got Gvardiol, Sotolo, both 6. Stanisic, great player. Erlich at Sassuolo, good player. Modric, Sušić, Brozovic, all good players. Batterina. I mean, we're going to get onto a couple of these when I do my players to look at. You've got exactly the same thing I got up. There you go. Yeah, Brozovic. Oh, he's at Al Nassr now. I didn't realise. But good player. Kovacic, good player. You know what I mean? Kamaric, good player. Like, no, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. Maybe you're getting on a bit, but yeah, no, they've got a solid team, Croatia still. And they always, not always, but they're a team that often goes the distance in competitions. You know what I mean? Far further than you think they will go. So yeah, I'm going for them second in that group. I am second in that group. Italy as third place as a lucky losers. That's what I'm having with that.
All right. Group C: Slovenia, Denmark, Serbia, and England. It's the England group. Top two:
England, Denmark, Serbia going through as lucky losers, and Slovenia. That is Sesko, isn't it? Slovenia.
Slovenia, Sesko.
Yeah, you ain't going to do enough to power them through this group, I'm afraid.
All right. Serbia with some good players in their team. I know that Mitrovic has been playing in Saudi Arabia, but I'm hearing he's scored a bag load of goals. Yeah,
and his play styles are what sort of play style that won't be dampened by playing in. He's an individual player. It doesn't matter who's around him. He's the same style bully. That's the word for it. Exactly right. There you go. So
yeah. I agree. Poland, Netherlands, Austria, and France. It's a tough group.
Yeah, I mean, it's France, Netherlands, you presume.
I've got to play it up. Come on.
Yeah. No, that's why I'm making this noise. I want to put a surprise in there, but I just can't. Like, France are so strong. Yeah, it's got to be France and Netherlands. I'm sorry. Yeah.
That'll be one of the games of the tournament, hopefully, though.
Yeah. But this is the thing. Poland can always cause an upset. If Poland get that win over Netherlands, which is possible, then yeah, I can see that as well. But yeah, if we're going logically, if I was putting money on it, obviously it's got to be France and the Netherlands.
Do you know what? The only thing I have with Poland is they just don't score enough goals, and they seem to do it in the last match. It's like they lose 2-0, they draw 1-1, and then the last match they've got to get a result, and all of a sudden they score 3 goals. It's like, come on, they keep on wheeling out Lewandowski. I know he's still backing goals for Barcelona, but I just never see anything more from Poland. I know they've got Jakub Kiwior, but he played in the last tournament. I'm not keeping an eye on Poland, but I'm just not seeing anything from them.
No, I can't say I know their team very well at all. Matty Cash, he's Polish, isn't he?
Yeah, Matty Cash. Matty Cash. The most Polish name you can get.
Yeah, you know, that's quality. I was like, this one like, excuse me, what? Matthew Cash? You're playing fair enough. Fair enough. This is why England's the best. Multicultural over here, mate, I tell you.
We love it. Group A: Belgium, Slovakia, Romania, and Ukraine.
Yeah, this is the worst group, isn't it? This is
Let's not talk it up at all.
Yeah, no, this is Belgium going through and then Ukraine. Like, that's that one.
Yeah, what they're going through on adrenaline. Like,
yeah, that's from the heart. That's from the heart.
They're going through on heart and hope. Like, half of their players have played like no football for the last year.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly. They're going to be champion at the bit, mate. They're going to be ready. It's been a year, you know what I mean? Bruv, they've been on the front lines for a year, bruv. They're getting a real meal for once instead of rations. Like, so that group is awful. That is going to be. That's going to go one or two ways. They're going to be like quality games where they're always 3-3, 4-3s. Or that's going to be there's going to be some 0-0s, some 1-0s. Like Lukaku scores 89th minute against Romania. You're like, oh.
Yeah, no, I've just looked at the next group. You said 0-0. I just looked at the next group. Turkey, Georgia, Portugal are going to absolutely slap every team in there. And then Czech Republic. Czech Republic, don't get it twisted. This is not 1997 Czech Republic or 2002 Czech Republic. This is 2024 Czech Republic, when they've produced nothing except for Patrick Schick for the last 10 years or something like that. Like, it's just not happening for them. Portugal's team looks absolutely devastating. It looks sick. Like, people keep talking up these other teams, but Portugal, their team is ridiculous. Georgia, I could name you one, but I couldn't pronounce his name. And Turkey, they're my sweepstakes team. So let's hope they get at least
unlucky, bro.
Entertainment. Yeah, I know. They were my sweepstakes team for the World Cup as well, bro.
Georgia have got a good young goalkeeper, I think. Like a decent young goalkeeper. Mahrez.
He's going to need to be decent, isn't he?
Oh God, let me see if I can pronounce this now.
Come on, let's do it. If you can pronounce it, you get a tenner.
Oh no, I can't. Let's just say it right now. No, of course they've got but they got I can't pronounce that one either. The winger, God, their names so it's Georgi Mamamardashvili. No, that's so bad. It's nowhere near it.
We are looking at how to pronounce the name of this Georgian footballer from the country of Georgia, not Georgia, United States, we'll be looking at how to say more names of famous footballers that too many people get wrong. So in the original language, it sounds like Khvicha,
Havicha
Kvaratskhelia.
Kvaratskhelia.
But yeah, that's not. It's the goalkeeper. They got Georgie Mamadashvili is what he's apparently. I've not seen him. I don't know much about him. Yeah, I don't know much about him in all honesty, but I've heard he's a very good goalkeeper, very, very good. 23 years old, playing for Valencia. Just one that is worth keeping an eye on. Oh, as I've typed his name in, apparently Newcastle are after him. So there we go. Yeah.
And who's going from that group? Sorry.
Well, Portugal, obviously, and then whatever in it. When I said that, when I said that the other one was the worst group, what I meant is it was the worst matchup of teams. This is the worst group of teams itself. You know, that makes sense. You know what I mean? Turkey. If I had to put money on it, I don't know. I don't know, bruv. Georgia. No, Georgia.
Well, Turkey have got the young Real Madrid player, haven't they? And he's actually had some games this season. Gurau or something.
Gurla or something. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But no, Georgia. I'm going Georgia second. That is the team I'm picking second. Georgia.
Yeah.
They've got they've got some players that people don't really know about. But they're one of them teams that I think may. You know what I mean? Solidify as a unit and get through. Yeah. But, mate, it's half a dozen of one, 6 of the other, and look at them. You know, I don't want to be disrespectful here. You know what I mean? It's 3 teams.
I'm trying not to be disrespectful, so I will stop talking.
I've got to put a surprise out there. So Georgia are going through. You know what I mean? So does Kinkladze still play for them?
Georgia Kinkladze. Yeah, Tamiri Ketsbaya is bang on phone. Bang on phone at the moment.
Anyone's not old enough to remember Georgie Kinkladze, go and get some YouTube highlights because he was one of them players back in the day.
He was the Georgian Messi.
Yeah, 100% he would have been called that these days, 100%. And he played for Man City when they weren't a good team at the time, but he just shone. He shone in that side. He was a great little player.
Yeah, he was a quality little player, Georgie Kinkladze. All right, let's get to the real meat and bones of this. Let's get to the real questions. All right. Who are your favourites for European Championships 2024?
France.
Yeah, no messing around. France.
No messing around. Yeah, their squad looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
If they can get themselves, like I just said about Georgia, if they can get themselves working as a unit. What's their recent results been? Have they been decent? Just bring up. But yeah, if we're just going on squad, not form, then for me, France, wow, what a team! Obviously Mbappe, standard. What do you want to say about Mbappe? What's the goalkeeper? Manganin. He's a quality goalkeeper.
Oh yeah, the AC Milan one. Yeah, Mike.
Yeah,
Big Mike.
Yeah. You know, Ariola's back to see Kanate, Saliba, Koundé, Upamecano, Pavard, Hernandez.
Can we just give Koundé best dressed already? I know it ain't everyone's style, but I tell you what, if you're gonna wear 1970s high heels, and they are men's shoes. Let's not get it twisted.
Cuban heels, bro. Cuban heels.
Yeah, I was in the boat that rocks, and I was wearing Cuban heels. They are for men. Real men wear heels. All right.
I wonder how you like it. At 6'3", you do not need Cuban heels, fella. You know, you're walking about 7'2". It's the big show.
yeah. The tie, the leather jacket. Yeah, killed it.
Yeah. But yeah, Hernandez, Mendy, Kante, Camavinga, Rabiot, Zaire Emery, someone that people, if you play Champ, know all about. Warren Zaire Emery. He's been a prospect for about 3 years now. Tchouaméni, Yusuf Fofana, who want Man United to sign, Giroud, Griezmann, Mbappe, Dembele, Marcus Thuram, and Kingsley Coman. Oh my God, leave some for the rest of us, you cheeky French people. What is going on there?
It's called pure greed. Look at that squad. At least leave some on the wayside, some that we're shocked by. Do you know what I mean? Just drop a couple. You don't need them all. God. What's going on? It's like Pokemon. You've got to catch them all. You didn't need that. You don't need that.
Leave some in North Africa, lads. You know what I mean? Leave some to Algeria. Leave some to Tunisia. You don't need to take them all.
You don't. Do you know what I mean? Sort it out.
Maybe an African team will win a World Cup one day if France stops stealing all of their players. So.
Deeply political conversation about French league players and uranium, but we won't do it right now. We're going to keep it strictly to football.
Anyway,
okay, do I need to ask you who your top goal scorer is going to be?
Oh, I mean, yeah, no, obviously it's Mbappe, and it's going to be Mbappe. So. Yeah, that's what I mean. When honestly, when you mentioned me earlier, be like, these are things we talk about. I was like, I want something a bit different. I want to, I want to go out on a limb and be like, I don't know, yeah, Frimpong, he's going to be top scorer. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't going to be. What I think so happen, France go to the final, and Mbappe's getting hat tricks against these. I can see Mbappe breaking the record for goals in the tournament, bro. I really can. Like, yeah. I'm not saying it will happen, but he's so good at the moment. He's just got his dream move to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
He's now like, I can see it being his tournament. I really can. So
yeah, he may have a smile on his face on a more regular basis now that he's got his move to Real Madrid and he's going to be playing some top class players.
We'll talk about that. Yeah, but we'll talk about that different day. That team now is also to make Real Madrid leave some for the rest of us.
Although Real Madrid's one of them teams where you don't mind them nicking all the best players. Like not all the best players, but you don't mind them. It's like go on.
It's Real Madrid. You know, every player wants to go to the Bernabeu. Every player wants to play for Real Madrid. Don't matter who you are, you want to play for Real Madrid. So yeah, I get it. I 100% get it. But yeah, I think it's going to be his tournament. I think that France team is so strong that it's going to take a really, really good team to stop them going all the way. It really is. Like I haven't done, what I should have done, to be fair, is worked out who they're going to be playing through the competition, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. So, but I think it can be a France-Germany final.
England semi-final. England semi-final.
Yeah, yeah. So semi-finals the best for England.
What's the next question? How far would England get?
Semi-finals the best. Yeah, semi-finals the best for England.
It's not bad. Do you know what? I could just do with a semi. I'll be happy with a semi-final. Any more than that's great.
So who you got winning it, mate? Sorry, yeah, I did. Who you got winning it?
I got France, and I've got Kylian Mbappe as my top goal scorer. I'm not messing around. Look.
No, yeah.
We'll talk about dark horses next, but in my dark horse ain't even that dark. Like he's dark. Like the dark horse is not that dark. Like they are. Like my dark horse is Portugal. So it's like it's not really
the lightest of dark horses. Yeah. That's a grey horse. A grey horse.
It's dark.
A light grey horse. Not a dark horse. I like that. It's Portugal. But yeah,
looking quite light.
Yeah, I mean, England could beat France in the semis. Like, so England, if you ask me, can England go all the way? Like, yes, they can go all the way. They can win it, England, with our squads. We can win it. But yeah, if I'm betting my money on it, if I'm putting my own pound notes on it, then no, it's France.
Now, we all know the reaction of England if they were to lose to France in the semi-finals. The golden generation. This was our opportunity. Southgate don't have a clue. Like, what's your reaction to get to the semi-final? And what do you feel? Do you think it's a bit crazy to expect England to win it?
Yeah, of course it is. We've just gone through that France team. Like that, you're being like, if anyone's like, I keep seeing this is like, who's stopping us with this team? France is stopping you with this team. Germany is stopping you with this, like, because Germany are at home. You know, like the Netherlands, good. Like, we're not some unbeatable nation. We never have been, and we never will be. We've got gaps in our team. If we have injuries, we're in trouble. Harry Kane goes down, we're in trouble. Like, so no. Like, I cannot be having this. I'd put England fourth favourites to win it, bro. I reckon France, Germany, Portugal, England.
So saying that, if they don't get to the semi-final, is that a disappointment?
Yeah, I think we can say that much. I think Yeah, we can say that much. I think we have to get to the last 4. I do. I think
Mhm.
for it to be classed as not a disappointment, yeah, last 4 is a must for that.
Okay. Dark horses. I gave you Portugal. Who have you given?
Oh, I mean, if we're going dark horses like Portugal, France. France is my dark horse.
You faster. I was thinking. I was ready. I was like, what?
Yeah, no,
I was lapping it up.
Portugal as well, bro. Like dark horses, the outside chance for me,
Yeah.
Portugal. Yeah, definitely. We're being serious here. You know what I mean? Look, I can say Croatia, but it's not true.
I can say Turkey just because they're my sweepstake team, but it don't mean anything.
It don't mean anything. But yeah, if we're being serious, of the outliers, Portugal. I don't have Portugal and England at the same sort of chance. So even England and Portugal are the outside chances for me, and then Germany or France for the definite. I'm putting money on them.
All right, cool. And the most interesting one for all you knowledgeable football fans or people looking to get a bit of football knowledge in your book. Who are your players to watch? I want 3 players to watch, Garth.
I've been cheeky here. There's 4, but that's because 2 of them play for Croatia. 2 of them play for Croatia. So it's like,
all right,
basically, we'll start with the Croatians. Both of them are next Luka Modric, apparently. So they're in good form, Croatia. But yeah, Martin Baturina plays for Dynamo Zagreb. I'm sure a lot of people know who he is already. Big champ player, central midfielder, playmaking midfielder. Great first touch, mate. Like, seriously, sick first touch. Press resistant. The one people will probably know more, Luka Sucic, again, 21 years old, plays for Salzburg. Outstanding set pieces, like really good for his age. Fantastic creativity. I'm not sure how many minutes either of them are going to get. Yeah, it's about nice. I'm not sure what they're going to be sowing here, to be fair. But he's just like a little quality player. Like, yeah, neither of them have got the.
And who was the other one?
Magic, Modric. Luka with a K, Luka Sucic, Sucic.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends where you want to go. Baturina for me, he's got more of the magic on him, whereas Sucic is more of the steady. Like, but they're both like quality ballers, mate. Like and both, considering that Dinamo Zagreb and Salzburg, do not be surprised to see both of them in the Premier League or in the Liga next year. So yeah, the future of Croatia's midfield. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, I can see why you picked him as ones to watch. Some of them silky passes through into the final stages of the pitch there. And who's your next one?
One that most people have picked, Johan Bakayoko of Belgium, right winger at PSV. I don't know much about him.
Oh, I really like him. I really like him.
It was the fact that I read an article going, Liverpool going all out to have him as Salah's replacement. I thought,
do you know what? I not that I care about Liverpool, but if I worry about Liverpool's transition from Salah. They need someone who's very direct. They need someone who's going to be looking for. It's essentially they need an inside forward. He's a winger, but of all the wingers I've seen, he's very much of that shoot on sight, getting off
left-footed as well.
Getting off shooting
on the right,
I'm shooting.
Cut, shoot. Yeah. That's what I saw of him. I've watched a few highlight clips. He looks mustard. If Man United had money, I'd be like, oh, maybe, but we ain't got no money, so no.
Yeah, he's a player that Arsenal played against a couple of times, and he's a real handful, proper handful.
Yeah. Do you know what he looks like to me? Is what Anthony should have been.
This is not a therapy session for Man United fans, Carl.
It is. It always is. It is every week, mate. Because I'm a Man United fan. I've got nothing but pain to talk about. Yeah, nice. Yeah. As we like to see as well, though, people don't give enough praise for those little passes, quick as someone's running in, little 5-yard pass. They open up space beyond belief for people. And then finally, one that people might find a bit outlandish, but I really like this player, and I want Man United to sign him. Milos Kerzic, Hungarian, plays for Bournemouth, left back. Been a fan of his for a couple of years now. Was very impressed at Bournemouth. Got his signature, 15.5 mil in the summer. Really good prospect of a left back. I think he played about 30 games for Bournemouth this year. Like, went under the radar because he's playing for Bournemouth, obviously. But I've been impressed with him I forget where he was beforehand, but I saw a good few clips of him then. Good player. Just a good solid. So I like my solid players. You know what I mean, with a little bit of flair.
I was going to say, what sort of a defender is he? Did you say he's a fullback?
He's fullback. He's more modern, as in the more inverted. He's got great pass on him, but again, you're playing for Bournemouth, so you haven't really seen that yet. If you know what I mean, like he's been playing more as a traditional from what I've heard and from what I've read, a traditional fullback for Bournemouth. But yeah, good passes on him, like reasonable cross on him as well, from what I understand. But yeah, it's more just he's one of them that seems to have all the attributes. Here we go. Like exactly, there you go. You're running like inverted. You know what I mean? Running in through the centre, taking a man on both footed, as you saw there. Like he's not both footed, he's left, but he's got a strong right foot. So yeah, solid player. Obviously, listen, I've picked out some younger players here because we're about to talk about the more like proper ones like Verts and Bellingham, I presume anyway. Obviously, they're the real ones, but these are more the younger ones that I want people like these are the ones that you might see like have a really good tournament and they get signed because of it at the end. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can tell why I like him. That's my sort of thing. You can tell why I like him.
Yeah,
so
strong,
only 19,
good pace.
Yeah. Only 19.
We played enough champ games together to know that flair's not your thing. But leave that to me.
Yeah, he'd be like on champ 100%. He'd be that fullback on champ, which is literally all of the fullback stats are high, but then everything else is a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, not quite where you want it to be. These work. Yeah. Quickly, before we move on, can I just ask you, Spain, Italy, we got any hopes for them at all? Like, have you got any hopes for Spain, Italy this tournament?
Did you know what Spain? A team that left a little bit to desire because they lack that striker and they can't do that false nine with a Cesc Fabregas anymore. That like it's crazy that they went years without a striker. I can't remember them having a striker since David Villa, or an out and out goal scorer since David Villa. Like I can't think off the top of my head. I think they had Moreno from Villarreal. He just ain't it. I've never really rated him. He's okay. He's like a traditional striker, but his finish is poor. They lack any bite up top. The nice pass. And when you look at their team, they've got players like 17, 18 playing week in, week out for Barcelona at centre backs. They've got the same in midfield where you've got Pedri and Gavi, those sorts of players. Yamal. Oh, what a player he is. But past that, I don't know of a centre forward that's going to be back in goals for them, and I think that's where they're going to come up short. Italy, similar situation with Italy. Scamacca finished off the season okay with Atalanta, but you were talking about the Europa Conference League, mate. Like that ain't the level to be coming to European Championships and having as your main striker. And if you look at all the other players that they seem to be putting up top or have done in the past, they don't do it at this level. They don't do it in this stage. Chiesa's not been the same player since the last tournament when he looked really exciting. So getting out the groups, yes. I don't have much hope for them doing anything further than that.
I'm just looking at their team, bro. Like, you're right. That team is not spectacular. Always an Italian team.
And when you look at the players that they have lost since they won it, you're talking about two of. I'm not saying the greatest, but two of their best defenders they've had in the history of the Italian team, like in Bonucci and Chiellini. Like,
and I'll go out on a limb. They are two of the best defenders of all time, Chiellini and Bonucci, especially at their peak. Yeah.
There we go. So to replace them is going to be hard, but they've just not got it.
No.
So, but with these teams, then they may not go far, but they're the kind of teams where if you was to pair them up against England, I'm not going into that game confident that England are going through. You hope that they will, but you could quite easily go either way. And that's what you get with an Italy or a Spain. I think that's how Italy won it last time. No one expected anything of them, and they just took every game as it came along. And I wouldn't write them off, especially Spain, but I don't see them doing anything, in all honesty.
No.
You?
No. It was just I just thought about it. I was going through like the top four, and I just hadn't mentioned Spain or Italy, and that's why I just realised I haven't heard anything about them. I mean, Spain have got that Gutierrez, ain't they? The Girona, was he a left back? Is he? He's meant to be really good, like the one from Real Madrid. But apart from that, I can't, your mouth. But yeah, I just realised that we're talking about these teams, and I haven't even mentioned Italy or Spain. But no, I've got no. Listen, they're top nations, so any top nation can go the distance, like you just said earlier, and win it. But I would not be putting money on them at all.
Okay, and who are your main players to watch? Like the main players, the Bellinghams, who's going to be the star of the tournament? I want 3 or 4. Go for it.
Mbappe, obviously. I hope Jude Bellingham.
What do you think Jude Bellingham could do in this tournament? Like, we've seen Jude Bellingham's rise from Birmingham, making key decisions. I mean, think of that decision to not join Man United to go to Borussia
16,
Dortmund.
weren't it?
And I think that's probably been the best decision he could have ever made because he's now at Real Madrid and absolutely 100%. Flying. He's gone from Dortmund. He's now, what is he, 20? Is he 20?
21, maybe. It's what I meant. It's great. It's grateful, isn't it?
I think his dad's like a not an FBI negotiator, but he's like one of them. So he's got that. He's got that.
His old man was like. His old man wasn't a baller, was he? His old man was like a semi-pro, where he like playing for like Hartlepool Town and things like that. Like, so
probably.
So he's got like a bit of like he knows how the agents work there. But yeah, Bellingham. What I want him to do, exactly what he's been doing, being that like it's going to sound so trite, but it's a truth. Be a baller. Like be as confident as you can be. I want to see you taking the ball with your back to players, spinning them, passing it out. Excuse me. I want to see you getting into the area late. Alan Lampard smashing it top bins. Like I see Jude Bellingham as the complete midfielder. I want to see him taking this England team by the scruff of the neck and making it his tournament. But I know that sounds trite and cliche.
No, it's not. It's not.
That's what I want to see. Yeah, that's what I want to see from Jude Bellingham. 100%. Yeah, like I said, Mbappe clearly. Obviously, that's the one. Florian Wirtz, if he can take his league form and into this competition at home, obviously, big player he could be for Germany this tournament. 100, like it could be a massive player for Germany and his teammate Frimpong at the Netherlands. Apparently, he's going to be playing right wing for them. Yeah. He's got the pace. He's
the Roberto Carlos of Netherlands, isn't he? He's not. He's not a fullback. Like, come
he's
on,
not a fullback. He's a wing back. He's a wing back, right? At best.
He's a winger.
Yeah, he's a winger. But yeah, he could be a couple of people in our groups to put him down to be top goal scorer for the tournament because like he is rapid. He makes you worried as a defender, and he's a player that gets you out of your seat when you're watching the games. You know, what I mean, that's a player you want to watch play football. So yeah, I think those four. There's always going to be a surprise somewhere, you know. And as per usual, I'm not naming any goalkeepers because they get no credit ever. Period. So it's going to be ridiculous, mate. It's going to be ridiculous, mate. In this tournament. No goalkeepers, mate. They're like drummers. They're not even needed usually, mate. They're just, you know, like we don't really respect. They're not football players, like so. Yeah,
they're like painters. If you can pitch, you can paint. That's goalkeepers.
That's goalkeepers. In all seriousness, Neuer could be someone that's very important to Germany. Donnarumma for Italy, very important. So.
I think Neuer showed in the Champions League this season that he's not done. Like he's back and he's still the best goalkeeper in the world. Like his footwork.
All time. He's close if he ain't.
I think I've said yes before. So I'm there because his longevity, his footwork. He's as good as an outfield player. Like he was doing kick-ups in the Arsenal game. Like he's a joke. He's a joke. He's a joke. And he's not just a one-trick pony with his feet. He can save shots as well. He's a great shot stopper as well. So German goalkeepers know what they're doing, and Manuel Neuer is probably the best of all time.
You got anyone else off the top of your head that you're thinking that can be an absolute difference? Because they're the main. I'm not expecting you to, because they're the main boys. You know what I mean? So.
Jamal Malusa. I'm looking forward to watching him.
Yeah. Good shout.
Just to add, Mark Bellingham was a police sergeant, and he was a prolific goal scorer in non-league in Northern and Southern League Premier Division. Step 7. So Duke could score goals.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, listen, better than I ever, anywhere near that I ever made. So no disrespect to the man, and he's working, so he took that serious. You know what I mean? He took that job serious, mate.
I'm guessing he played for the Met Police then, which is a solid standard. Like Met Police is non-league football. I think they were in the Blue Square up until recently, so it is a solid standard. So you've gone top goal scorer Mbappe. Winners, France. Ones to watch, Portugal. Players to watch. Don't make me repeat those names because I don't know them. Go on, what those names to watch?
Baturina and Sucic of Croatia, Johan Bakayoko and Milos Kirkic.
And who was your players to watch, the main players?
Bellingham, Florian Wirtz, Mbappe, What was the other one I said? I forget the last one I said. I apologise, but yeah, like it's the main boys, isn't it? It's the ones we know that we want to be watching. You know, even like behind us, Saka, for instance. You know, what I mean, could be someone to like. He could be a real difference maker for England. So
Xavi Simons,
yeah, 100%. Xavi Simons, great shout. Yeah,
Xavi Simons is another.
Oh, mate, someone's going to be lucky to get him this summer as well because he's available, isn't he?
And obviously, the one I already mentioned was Yamal as well. This kid's a freak, kid. And a couple of English players. Foden, I think it's about time Foden done something for England. I know his stock's risen since he's got that number 10 role, and De Bruyne was out and he proved his worth in that position. I think he's the long-term successor for De Bruyne. And it's probably harsh the way I said it, but I would really like to see Foden recreate that form that he has for Man City in an England shirt, because I just don't feel like I see it enough.
No, 100%. And weirdly, do you know what? It's literally what made up, man. Do you know who could be a real difference maker to England? Luke Shaw, if he's fit. As crazy as that sounds, like if he's fit and at match fitness, we need him. So yeah, not because he's some super player, but just because we've got no other left backs.
Have you heard the Euro 2024 official song?
I have not, but that's because it's German music, so that's going to be awful.
Well, it's not. Life is life. Let's have a little quick reminisce, a rendition of the official song before we go. Hopefully, it doesn't completely copyright my whole stream. Yeah. Which I don't think it will, because I did do pick the best World Cup song last year and it survived. So YouTube were being friendly for me, being nice to me then. Hopefully it can be nice to me now. Secrets hidden inside our bones. Move, people. It's less than 48 hours away. Germany versus Scotland. A big match.
Bro, it's less than 24 hours away.
How you lift me up when I feel low. That's enough of that.
That is awful.
Try.
That's exactly what I was expecting it to be.
That's far too emotional. There's no. What's that?
I'm not waiting for the drop.
Beautiful. No one needs to hear that. Let's do a proper Euro song with oosh, 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 some trumpets in the background.
I didn't bring the Lou back, bro. Yeah, Shakira.
Yeah, bring back Lulu.
Quality one. Yeah, that was a quality one. That was, to be fair. Mate, I missed England. I said this on the show. I missed England football songs for tournaments, bruv. I need them back. I need them back for the FA Cup, and I need them back for tournaments, mate. You know,
right? What I mean? Should they bring back the nation's national songs for each tournament where the players actually sing? I agree with Garth. I think they should at least for one year, so that we can slow them down and say, what are they doing? This is embarrassing. Stick to football and put them back in their box, because that's what we do. We treat them like toys.
There ain't no waddle and hoddle. There ain't no waddle and hoddle, mate. Disgraceful.
Diamonds in the light.
You've got to be of a certain age to know that as well.
Well, I don't really know the full words of that song.
No.
All right. That is all we have time for. If you've enjoyed the pod, even if you haven't enjoyed it, I don't really care. Just press the like button, yeah? This is our ruthless sign. I don't care if you liked it or not. Just press that button, yeah? Press the retweet. And if you're watching on YouTube, press that like and that subscribe button. And if you're feeling generous, press that share and that copy button, because it does help. And I appreciate your support there. Thank you for joining us tonight, Garth.
Pleasure as always, mate. Thanks for having me.
And we won't be doing a post-match reaction for the first game against for Germany versus no, we may Scotland. We could be. We'll let you know. It won't be the England because we're both out. It's Father's Day. It's Father's Day. He's out. He's made commitments, which I'm not sure he has commitment for his country, because he's making other commitments outside of watching England in their first match in the Euros. So I don't know about you, but it shows lack of commitment.
Everyone eating the meal with the phone on your lap. You know what I mean? Like, what?
Bro,
no, the political situation in Ukraine.
Yeah,
no, I didn't.
Again, just in the toilet again.
Well, it's the earbuds now, isn't it? I've got the little earbuds, bro. There's everyone on the radio as well. No, it's a Bluetooth headset for the phone. You know what I mean? It's for the phone. Like,
you're a Bluetooth headset wearer in 2004. Yeah.
At least it ain't down here, bro. At least it ain't down here. You know what I mean? It's just a little earbud in there.
All right. Make sure you join us for the post-match reactions of some of the games in the tournament. We're going to be doing watch-alongs, post-match reactions, pre-match reactions, more predictions. We're going to be involved in this Euros. And, of course, Monday night at 8 o'clock, make sure you join us for the Transfer Exchange Show. Tuesday. It won't be this Tuesday. We'll have England.
We'll have the post-match England on Monday, won't we? So,
yes, we will. We'll have the post-match in England on Monday. Makes sense. Thank you very much for scheduling that one, Garth.
Sorry, do that.
no, it's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. And on that note, before I lose my job, peace out, stay safe, and wash your hands.